All right, so let's go ahead and start moving and start warming up here. So we've got our two shorter circuits today. We'll do mostly mat work. So lots of like tiny muscle core work today. Will still be a good full body experience though. So just roll through the shoulders, through the arms. We will get going. Take a few more seconds to get the chest and the back nice and warm. And let's take it out. Find some side steps from here. So you can find your hop or your calf raise as always. Let's get some heat moving through the body. Keep going for another 4, 3, 2, and come through center. Find your sumo stance and just move from side to side to really kind of work into the hips to start with. And then find your spinal twist. And come back through center. Find your hip hinge into your air squat. Got a couple more. Got 3, 2, 1, and bring it up. Let's find our butt kicks from there. We'll move for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, so we're gonna move into your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. And then we're actually going to start in a tabletop today. So a little bit different than we normally do. But go ahead and just pedal, maybe come forward a few times into your high plank. And then when you're ready, come down to your tabletop. You're going to need a set of dumbbells that you can do your tricep kickbacks with in your tabletop. So probably like a medium set. We're going to do our tricep kickbacks. Actually, you only need one because you're going to do one hand at a time. We're going to do our tricep kickbacks with a bent knee donkey kick today. So on the opposite leg. So I've got my weight in my left hand. I'm going to move my right leg, keep that right knee bent, the ankles flexed. Keep the left elbow up. And as I extend into that tricep, I'm just going to pulse my right leg up. And let's move just like that. Now, obviously, if the balance isn't working or if it doesn't feel good to be on the knee, you can also be upright and do a tricep kickback with a straight leg kickback. That works too. So keep moving. Left arm, right leg. Slow, controlled movement. Make sure the right fingers are spread really nice and wide to give you a solid base of support. You got another 3, 2, 1, and let's switch it out. Right hand, left leg, and let's go. Kick it up. Again, it's not going to be like this huge forceful kick. I really want you to tap into the glute in order to lift. So the glute fires, the leg lifts. You've got it. Let's move for another 4, 3, 2, and rest and come on up. All right. So we will do our swings here just to get a little bit of a cardio in. and to get the heart rate up. If you're not feeling swings this morning, you know, you can always do good mornings or deadlifts, your choice. So grab your weight. Then we move in 3, 2, 1. We've got 30 seconds. Almost there. Keep going. You got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, so we will come down to the back from here, and then we're going to flip to the side. So on the back, we're going to do some pullovers with a bridge, and then we'll flip to the side for some outer hip, inner thigh work. So we'll do our clamshell work. So I do want you to have weights that you can put across the top of the thighs. But to get started, you need the pullover weight. All right, so let's set that up. Come down to the back, walk the feet in, bring the hands over the chest. And as I reach overhead, I'm going to lift my hips. Exhale, pull back through center. So let's move just like that. Inhale, exhale. We'll start like this, and we're going to isolate just a little bit here. Use your breath. Inhale over, exhale, pull. Good. You've got another 4, 3, 2, and just pause with the weight across, or the weights just lifted. Hips are lifted here. And just kind of wiggle your left foot in a little bit. Lift your right knee. You're going to just keep the right knee bent. Now I want you to tap the right heel and the glutes and then pop right back up. So lift and lower, lift and lower. So you're getting a little swing of that right leg. Also, it's working your quad and your hip flexor in addition to the glute on the left side. Do another 2. 1 more. Let's set it down. Right foot's down, left knee's up. I'm going to tap, lift, and lower. So it's a quick little movement. You're just holding the weights over your chest just for a little added resistance. Got another 5. Almost there. Another 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Now we're going to come up. You're going to place 1 or 2 weights across the top of your thigh. But let's come to the left side so that your right leg starts on top. And we'll start in a clamshell. So I've got the sole, inner edges of my feet are together and my knees are bent. So I'm just going to put the weights. Actually, I'm going to use 1 heavier weight because 2 is super awkward. Okay, so make sure you're not dumping weight into that bottom shoulder. Stay up nice and tall. Keep the edges, the inner edges of the feet together, and then lift, open, and close. Now, I want you to lift like you've got like 100 pounds on your thigh, right? So instead of just flinging the leg open, how can you really slow it down and control the movement? Really feel the outer edge of your glute. So this whole circuit is pretty glute heavy. We've got the donkey kicks, we've got bridges, which hit the bigger glute muscle. This is hitting the outer smaller one. Give me another 3. You've got 2. 1 more. On the next one, lift, extend your leg, pull it back, bring it down. Open, extend, and down. Let's go. Just like that. One more. And set the foot down, the right foot down. Put the weight on the inside of your left leg and extend your left leg straight. So I kind of roll a little bit to the outside of that left hip. I'm going to lift and lower on the left leg, so that bottom leg. So just hitting inner thigh a little bit. We've got another 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's switch sides. So clamshell To start with, set up strong on the right, lift and lower. You got it for another 2. One more. On the next one, lift, extend, pull it back, close the knees. Lift, extend, back, close the knees. Couple more. One more. All right, set that foot down, and now I'm going to extend through my right leg, lift and lower. Same thing, just add some natural resistance to this. Likely feels easier than the clamshells. You got another 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so we'll take a moment. We're gonna do all that one more time through, and then we'll change it up. So lots of glutes on this round, purposefully. All right, just a little bit longer since this isn't too heart rate, or it's not really heart rate intensive. All right, so we're back on tabletop. Spread the right hand, the fingers nice and wide to give you a strong base. Weights in my left hand. I'm gonna find that left or right leg donkey kick with my tricep kickback on the left. So left elbow up and let's go. Slow, controlled. Use that exhale. Just forcing the core to stabilize also, as I'm sure you might be feeling. I'm gonna do a couple more. Last one and rest. Let's switch it out. Right hand, left leg now. Elbow lifts, and let's kick it up and back. One more, and rest. All right, let's come on up. We're gonna find our swings or our good mornings or deadlifts, 30 seconds. And we'll come back down. All right, so hands come behind, or I'm thinking out loud what I'm doing. Let's move in 3, 2, 1, and let's go 30 seconds. I'm doing good mornings today. Still having a ton of issues with one of my hips, and if I overdo it on the swings, it aggravates it like crazy. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Done. Okay, so we are coming down to the back. We've got our pullover with our bridges, and then we'll go into that single leg march. So come on down. Feet are flat. I've got those hands up overhead. Going to inhale as I lift my hips and reach. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, exhale. One more. And hands over the chest. I'm going to keep the hips lifted, lift that right foot, and just drop, lift, and lower. Another 3, 2, 1, and switch it out. Right foot down, that left foot comes up. I lift and lower. Couple more. One more. And rest. All right. So we come to the side now. And let's start on the left side. So right leg is up, is on top, I should say. So my left elbow's down. That weight is across the outer thigh. And let's start on our clamshells. So lift and lower. Remember, adding that natural resistance. One more, and on the next one, I extend, pull it back. With control, this movement. One more. And set that right foot down, extend through the left leg, just roll a little bit back, lift and lower on the inner thigh. We've got another 4, 3, 2, one more, and rest. Let's switch it out. So we'll just flip to the other side. Same thing, we'll set up on those clamshells first. Inner arches of the feet together. We lift and lower. Let's go. Couple more. One more. Next one, lift, extend, pull it back. Couple more. One more. Oof, set that left foot down, right leg extends, lift and lower. One more. And rest, done. All right. So we are going to change things up. Give you a moment just to regroup. Take a pause. Oof. Outside of the hips always feel a little funky after doing that. We're going to start in an alternating forearm, alternating side plank on our forearm. And we've got, this will be a little bit more core heavy. So we'll do, actually, I don't. Okay, we're gonna do a seated, something for the quad and the hip flexor. And then we've got one more core thing. So this circuit is just gonna have 3 little quick things for the core and the hip flexors. So here we go. So that we have enough time to do our full yoga practice as well. All right, so we're gonna start on our right forearm. You can have your right knee down, or you can have kind of this scissor stack of your feet. So left fingertips reach. I'm gonna scoop that left arm underneath so it's parallel, open up to the other side. And let's move just like that. Try not to let your hips pop up too high. Use your exhale as you move from side to side and stay lifted out of that bottom shoulder. You've got it. Use your breath. Pause on either side. We're going to move for another 10 seconds or so on this. Got another 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, so you come over to a seat, and I want you to grab a kettlebell, or even a yoga block is fine. We've done these, it's been a minute since we've done these, but they're really to fire off. So it's working your core, but it's to really fire off the quad and the hip flexors. So we'll do some leg lifts over and across, and then we're going to come down to the back for a little bit more work that'll also still get into your core and hip flexors. So what you don't want to do is lean super far back to compensate for this. In fact, if you've got your back up against a wall, it actually keeps your form even better. So I want you to start with both feet on either side of either your block or your bell. You can have your hands down for support, or they can be at your chest. But sit tall and try to avoid, like I said, a big lean back. Take a big deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to fire up that quad and just lift over and across. Other leg follows. So over, cross, over, and across. And just follow that pattern just to start with. Really, you want to keep the legs super straight also. That's going to activate the quad. So again, you might get a little lean back, but we don't want to be like super leaned back, because then it defeats the purpose of doing this. Keep going. Lift and lower. One more time, each side. Then land. Now I want you to plant your hands for a little extra support. Now, as you take a lean back, I'm not hunched, think boat pose. I'm going to lean, exhale, pull both legs up. Your knees can be bent if you'd like. Otherwise, try to work to keep them straight and just alternate. Little rainbow lift over and across. Lift, over, over. You've got it. Keep going. These really, really get my hip flexors. So you may be feeling that. You've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Shake it out. All right, we're going to come down to the back. This is a quick little core circuit, like I said. So coming down to the back, I want you to hug your right knee in. Let your left leg go long. Now we're not staying here. I know it feels good probably in that hip flexor, but release the grip of your hands, and now just float your left foot off the ground and draw your forehead like you're trying to touch your knee. Don't crunch up your neck too much, but just hold. It's like I'm trying to lift and hold here. Your hands can always come behind your head. Take your right foot to the ceiling. Straighten through the legs, press through your feet. Hold for 4, 3, 2, switch it out. Let your head come down. Hug your left knee in for a moment. Let your right leg be long and settled on the mat. And just pause for just a second. Breath here. And now we float right foot, float the shoulders, reach the hands like you're trying to touch your feet. Pull the pit of your belly in and up, hold. Again, hands can be behind your head also. Take your left foot to the ceiling. So now you're in this L shape with your legs. Legs are super straight, hold. Breathe. Switch it out. Right knee comes in, continue to float. Right foot comes to the ceiling, switch. Left knee crunches in, left foot to the ceiling, switch. Right knee crunches in, right foot reaches, switch. Left knee in, left foot ceiling. We're gonna do this a couple more times. Keep switching just like that. Trying to keep the shoulders up. One more each side. Woo. And release. Shake it out. Roll to side, maybe a full body stretch. Let the low back arch up. And we'll do those 3 things one more time through, and then we'll stretch everything out. So just take a moment. Maybe notice how your core feels right now. If your abs are like super turned on right now, hopefully you're feeling a little bit of shift in energy with those 3 things. All right. So we've got one more time through. We're going to come down to our forearms. Actually, come down to your right forearm. Right knee is down, or your legs are scissored stacked. Left arm is up. We're going to move right back into that forearm, alternating switch and switch. And keep moving side to side. You've got it. Use your exhale, stay lifted out of that bottom shoulder. Almost there. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Nice. All right, so we're gonna come up, we're gonna come into our seat, and we've got those leg lifts over either a kettlebell or a yoga block, your choice. And again, we're gonna start with the single leg lift, staying upright. Take a deep, full breath in, and as you exhale, one leg lifts, the other leg follows, and then just switch, just like that. So really get the legs straight. It's how we turn the quads on when we've got a really straight leg. So you can lift and just kind of flop the leg, but if you're really tuned into the alignment here, you're going to feel a lot more of the muscles that you are targeting. Let's do one more each side. And then hands come behind you, and it's a slight lean back. Big, deep breath in. Exhale, fire at both legs. Lift and lower. And your hands are really there for support. The firing comes from the hip flexors and the quads. And the legs do feel heavy as you do this. You've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, we're gonna come down one more time for those scissor switches. Shake out your legs though, maybe a little full body stretch if that would feel good, since this one hits your abs and your hip flexors too. All right, hug your right knee in, left leg's long. We're gonna take the same pattern. Lift, float that left leg, lift your forehead, your nose in the direction of your right knee, reach for your toes. Just hold. I'm gonna keep my hands behind my head just because my neck feels funky. Right leg comes to the ceiling, extend. Switch it out and let your head come down, let the right leg come down, just hug your left knee in for this first one. And now float the right foot, hug everything in, reach, hug, hug, hug. Left foot comes to the ceiling. Now we do the scissor switch. So right knee comes in, left leg's long, right foot to ceiling. Switch, left knee in, left foot ceiling. So I'm basically just starting with a bent knee, and then I'm making that L shape with my legs. Keep switching. Trying to keep my shoulder blades up as high as I can. It does help to have your hands behind your head, and then you'll really target the core instead of straining the neck. All right, make sure you're balanced on each side. Whew, release. Take a full body stretch here. Let the low back pop up off the mat. So those 2 exercises, without having to do any squats or standing knee raises or anything like that, also get into your quads and hip flexors, which is why you might be feeling that. So as we flip over to yoga, we will target those areas as well. So I'm going to pause and just set up, and we'll get started in just a couple minutes. I'm also going to stop the recording, and I'll restart it when we start yoga too.